If you are a lover of African tales, African stories, African historical facts, it is good to get from the source. You should read stories that were written by Africans for Africans. Hello everyone, you are welcome channel and I'm glad to have you here. It's a privilege to have you all here on this channel. Coming up here, subscribe and comment and like and share. Yes, I'm really happy about it. These African superheroes, super legends, live during the time of 33 AD. Yeah, it lived from 1433 AD to 1531 AD. It's no other person, or should I say, no other legend, but Idubo, who is known as Aruan of Benin Kingdom.
During the reign of Oba Ozuluwa between 1483 and 1514 AD, two of his wife, Queen India and Queen Orumi, gave birth on the same day. Both of them had sons. Queen Orumi gave birth in the morning to the first son, and he was named Idubo, who was normally known as Aruan. On the other hand, Queen India gave birth later in the day. Her son was given the name Osawe, who later became Oba Isigi. When Aruan was born, he did not immediately cry. In that era, it was inappropriate to announce the birth of a mute baby to the king. However, Queen Indian baby cried as soon as he was born. His birth was reported to the king, who instantly declared him as the first son, automatically moving Aruan to the number 2 slot. Aruan, while growing up, was very bitter about his predicament. On many occasions, he asked his mother if the king was his true father, and why the king took away his birthright in such a mean fashion. Aruan grew up to be a giant, a legend that uprooted palm trees with his bare hands, sweeping the ground with the front. He turned out to be a great warrior who had overwhelming advantage of size and stamina. Aruan was bigger and stronger and could have easily crushed the weaker Isigi, whom his father had sent to Portuguese missionary school after his baptism. Aruan's assassination attempt could have succeeded if not for Queen India, who was skilled in the magical art. Aruan knew Queen India was a formidable opponent he had to overcome. We should note that Isigi lacked combat experience in the result of attending the school of Portuguese missionary rather than joining his father in fighting war. Failing to accept the fact on ground, the Duke and Logie of Udo, Aruan refused to play a subordinate role to his brother Oba Isigi. At first, he tried to make Udo the capital of Benin, with him as king. It did not take long before the two brothers went to war. The war was difficult, bitter, and long drawn out. It was not until the third campaign that Udo was defeated. Before his demise in 1504, Oba Ozuluwa had already carved out dukedoms for his sons. This was to avoid anarchy in the next dispensation as compensation. Aruan was therefore made the Duke of Udo, a town not far from Benin. On the last battle with his brother Oba Isigi, Aruan told his surviving son Oni to stay at home and wait for his return, alerting the household to listen out of the sound of the magical bell that was placed somewhere in the house. He explained that if the bell rings, they will know that his brother had won the battle. Later on, he fought in the war front. Aruan was shocked to see a young man fighting just like him. Without thinking twice, he used a powerful incantation, commanding the sword to immediately kill the copycat fighter. At the moment, the warrior died, only for Aruan to discover that the young man who possesses his fighting skills was his son, Oni. Aruan had no idea that his son sneaked alongside to join the war. In a rage and pain, Aruan intensified his anger on his brother army until there was no winner in the battlefield. When victory was not forthcoming, Aruan decided to run home on time, but his movements were not swift enough. By the time the magical bell at home was sounding, therefore Udo people believed Oba Isige had conquered their duke. The tragedy caused his wife to jump into a river close to the lake, and she died. As soon as Aruan got home, he found out that his wife jumped into the river. He was sad. His son was gone, and his wife was gone. A depressed Aruan jumped into the lake. He did not want to be captured, a prisoner, and taken back to Benin.
Till today, people believe, me too, I believe that Aruan is not dead because there have been some spiritual encounter around that community, Udo community in Benin Kingdom. There were times that when Aruan is out of the water spiritually, children, kids, babies will cry at the same time at night, like the full community, all the babies will be crying at the same time, and they will cry non-stop till the end of the night. So the individuals, or should I say the indigenes that lived around that area, Udo, realized this and went spiritually to please Aruan's spirit. Today, we just hope or believe the historical fact that Aruan, the dog of Udo, is still alive.